Hello and welcome, this is Biotic Penguin from the Unnormal side, and this is my first video. I'm going to be covering Defiance. Basically, for those of you who do not know what Defiance is, it is a third-person MMO put out by Tryon Games, the creators of Rift. It also has to do with, as you can see, the Sci-Fi Channel series Defiance. They are kind of patched in together. And I need to adjust that camera angle just a little bit. Let's pull this up. There we go, that's a little bit better. Alright, now then, because of the mass content on this, the game pretty much, well, basically I'm going to explain it. It seems like a Borderlands MMO, but because of the massive amount of content on this game, I'm just going to cover it in a little bit of sections. Today I'm going to cover some weapons, so that's mainly what I'm trying to do. There's my character there holding a grenade launcher. Basically, it's got a plethora of weapons. I mean, the game really does play like Borderlands, but it's an MMO and it's third person, of course. So, you know, and it has your basic classes of weapons. There's sniper rifles, pistols, automatic sniper rifles, assault rifles, light machine guns, submachine guns, heavy machine guns, rocket launchers, grenade launchers, and these also have elemental effects called nano. I'm going to go over here where no one is and just play around with a little bit of them and kind of show you, well, let me go over here and show you some of the differences between them. Right now I'm using a detonator. So it's basically a grenade launcher. They have different types of detonators. Some fire rounds that bounce, some fire like this one. 1, 2, 3 little detonatings, and I press the reload button, and that blows up. Now then, the inventory system is horrendous, but I'm going to switch to this detonator. Okay, it has 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These actually blow up on their own. So it's kind of handy, you know, the sticky detonator that has the time, it kind of works better for, you know, if you're wanting to lay a trap. This one, if you're just wanting to blow stuff up, you know, it's nice. They do have appearance differences. As you can see, this is just a plain detonator here, and no mods added to it. It does have a crafting system, basically, which is modding, that really only affects your weapons, so I'll get into that more. But let's switch this out. Let's see here. Heavy assault carbine. Here we go. So this is a heavy assault, shooting from the hip. You have to pull the trigger for every single shot. So it's, you know, when they're scoped. Now then, this right here is a assault rifle. You know, I don't have a scope on it right now, but see, it fires a burst. Now if you notice that's green, that's a nano. It's basically some type of an acid damage. So it's a little damage over time, corrosive. Let's see, I'm going to show you the difference here between different types of pistols. I've got a revolver there. Let's go with the auto pistol. Okay, this one also has the same nano effect. I've got a scope attached to it, and I have to pull the trigger every time, but if you notice, individual shots. Now switch it. Different one, same scope, but it's a different gun, and it fires, I believe it's dark matter, but it leaves a little bubbly, nice little thing, but it fires in a burst. 4-round burst, right there with one trigger pull. So you've got that. Then we have a revolver here, which I'll show you the difference between the 3 guns here in a moment. But this revolver has fire, and it's really slow, but I'll show you the difference here in just a moment on the advantages of that really slow revolver. Alright, so that's what the revolver looks like. It's got a couple mods on it, so it doesn't look the way that it intentionally did. One thing about this game is whenever you add a mod, it basically goes ahead and changes the way that the gun itself looks. I kind of like that, but here you can actually use a compare, which is nice. The inventory system on this is horrendous if you didn't notice. But yeah, as you can see there, that one that, you know, fire rate 12.4, 520 damage, you know, bigger magazine, Damage on the revolver is 1010. You know, very slow fire rate, very small magazine there. Auto pistol. You know, higher fire rate, bigger magazine. You know, and I bet you're wondering, why do I have multiple pistols going on here? Well, if you notice when I bring this up, there's that white bar there. That's showing the amount of experience that each weapon has. Well, I carry multiples of these because the reason behind it is once your experience is full, you don't gain any more experience. The gun does level up, but once the level cap happens, you know, that's all you can do with that. And then if you go in here to the skills, you actually have weapon skills. It takes experience in your weapons to gain. So when a weapon is leveled out, you don't gain any more weapons experience. So that's why I always carry multiples. I kind of messed up at the beginning of the game and was playing with all kinds of different types of weapons. You know, trying to build myself up a little bit, trying to be a jack of all trades. That was bad, because if I would have just stuck with maybe 2, 3 weapons, I'd be a much higher level with those now. So there's a little tip for everybody. But yeah, so you've got all these different weapons. You know, they have the ability to really make them your own and mod them. You can get synergy mods, which add a lot more to it. Actually, I believe this one has synergy mods to it. No. But as you can see, though, the little lighted up areas there. Let's see. I have a barrel on there that adds 0.03 aim damage, 0.03 hit damage, so my damage is multiplied, you know, 1.03 times for every shot that I take when I'm aimed. My magazine is +8, so that, you know, enlarges the amount of ammo I can carry and how much ammo is loaded into the gun at a time. I have a scope. Oh yes, the scope is my actual synergy. It added, on top of regular accuracy, it added movement accuracy. So that means that while I'm moving, I actually have better accuracy. And also my fire rate's expanded. This little thing, you know, so recoil added. Bloom and recoil. So basically my bloom and recoil is reduced just a little bit. My critical damage is increased with a barrel on it. And, of course, accuracy and movement again. So, I mean, you can really take a gun and make it your own. The only problem is once it's leveled up all the way, you've got it loaded out with mods, you have a choice of either selling it, or else breaking it back down and getting your mods off of it. I only suggest breaking it down in the event that you have synergy mods on it, because they're kind of hard to come by. So, yeah. Also, I'm going to go ahead and expand into gear. Why not? Now, in this, you can get headgear, you know. A lot of these you get from these things called pursuits or certain missions. As you can see, it just changes the way your character looks. Outfit, da-da-da-da-da. You know, different clothes. All that fun stuff. Those do nothing. Nothing whatsoever. They are just for aesthetics. What actually counts as your defense is a thing called, you know, a shield. So kind of like in Borderlands, you can get that separate shield and all that stuff. That's what this is. Right now I'm only carrying one. It's a Rhino Regenerator 3D. It's blue, so that means it's kind of uncommon. But this shield here, it gives me 25% HP regeneration. So, you know, my health regenerates 25% more, you know. Capacity 1,604. This is the highest capacity one I've found so far, and it's got a 40% per second recharge rate. The one I was using before was lower, but it had like a 95, so it was pretty much the moment you weren't getting shot, it went up. And then a recharge delay on there. Your delay basically is just, you know, how long it takes for you to not be shot for your shield to start. So that's 9.6. I think that's maybe seconds. So if you're not in combat for, you know, 10 seconds, it recharges. And then, of course, there's grenades. There's all kinds of different ones. I have a tendency to use the flash charges or the surges a lot. And then the Pyro Surge, of course, is incendiary. Frag, you know, that's your basic grenade. And then also, they take and, you know, they have other ones like acid and dark matter and all this stuff. There's so many different nanos in this game, though, that it's just ridiculous. I mean, your grenades have them, your weapons get them. I mean, there's rocket launchers that basically it blows up, and once it explodes, it breaks down into grenades. So they get hit by one impact, and then it throws more at them. There's grenade launchers that bounce. I hate those though because they never go where you want them to. You know, there's rocket launchers and grenades that have nano effects. So, like, you know, those little grenades become incendiary, or else they have dark matter. There's sludge abilities. Sludge is whenever it blows up on the ground, all of a sudden the ground is covered with, like, tar and people get stuck in it. But it's pretty amazing. And then also there's different types of guns. There's Frontiers, which is FRCs. They kind of look like janky basic military. You know, a lot of times when you add a mod, it's like duct taped to your, you know, kind of reminds me of Brink, the you know, when you're playing Brink and you can get those mods, it's like duct tape and all that stuff on your weapons. And then there's VBI. VBIs look more industrial and new. You know, they're sleeker. The mods actually look like professional mods. And then here's something else you can notice. I'll show you two modded guns. These are pretty much the same guns. This one is a fast-changing magazine mod and a Gorilla stock, which is made for melee. And then this one up here, it's a fast change. That actually, see how it's red? That's a fire magazine, so it makes the bullets incendiary. And then that's a recoil-reducing stock. Notice the back of the stock being a little bit shorter. And then, where'd my other one go? It's in here somewhere. There we go. This one, I think. Is it this one? Oh, yeah, there we go. Now then, this one has an increased magazine stock, you know, of capacity. So it's glowing green because it's got the acid damage already, but at the same time, it's got that little drum there for holding ammo. So that's, you know, your basics of your weapons and the leveling system, you know, modding them. So yeah, hopefully next time I will be covering skills, and then I'll be trying to do one on leveling. And then once all that's taken care of, I will try to do a review. I'm not doing a straight review of this video yet because I don't believe I'm far enough in here to do a review. My reasoning for that is because I'm only level 588 and I'm not even to the second half of the map yet. So, and the leveling for this game, I mean, the level cap is like 4,000. So, I got a long way to go, and plus, I'm only have access to half the game right at the moment. So, yeah, after that, I'm, once I get to the other part of the area and cross the Golden Gate Bridge, then hopefully I can give you a better review of this. Alright, well, thank you. If you like it, let me know. If you want to troll it, feel free to. And feel free to subscribe, and hopefully more videos will come. Alright, peace.